Today, I have 7 fake relationship romance books for you. This is my all-time #1 favorite romance trope. Now, if you're not familiar with fake relationships, it could be like a fake boyfriend, a fake fiance, or sometimes even a fake husband. And it's usually for a specific event or something else, though, that both of them kind of get something out of it. Now, all of these books are very recent. Some of them are even new releases from this year. I am always on the lookout for this trope. I just like that whole fish out of water thing. It's usually like enemies to lovers also, but not always. So let's get into that list. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa and you're watching the Harlequin Books channel. And on this channel, we talk all about romance books. So if that sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. We post new videos all the time. All right, let's get into that list. And now this list is in no particular order. I loved all of these books. The first one is If You Love Something by Jace Ellis. And this is about a couple who has been separated, and one of them is a 5-star Michelin chef restaurant at a very happening restaurant in DC, but he gets a call from his grandmother and she is sick and dying, but she wants to will half of her estate over to his husband. Now, they're estranged, so it's almost like his ex-husband, but neither of them filed the divorce papers. So he immediately flies back in town, obviously to see his grandmother, but also because his devious uncle is trying to take that property from his husband, which I guess is his soon-to-be ex-husband. So they present a solidified front that they were still together so that he cannot get the property. And of course, while they're faking being together, they're kind of like, why did we ever break up in the first place? So that's the first book. The next one is The Swedish Charade by Jade Sola James. And this one is about a woman who is an influencer. She has a very steamy, racy photo where she accidentally tags the wrong guy. He happens to be a professor, and they get offered an all-expense paid trip abroad together. So they have to show that they're a couple. So they're both like, well, it's a free trip, so why not? So they go on this free trip and possibly sparks fly. The next one is Just for Show by Julie Hamilton. And this one is about a guy who meets a girl on a plane. They land in O'Hare, and afterwards he doesn't get her number. I guess he tries chasing her in O'Hare to try to get it, but she runs away too fast. So he makes a tweet about it, and it's pretty funny, and it ends up going viral, and then she ends up finding him. Well, fast forward, they actually discover that this is going to help his career, which he is an on-camera TV show host for one of those fixer-upper places. He fixes places. I think he's a handyman. And then she is launching a new photography business. So they decided to just go ahead and stay together and post some more images on social media of them as a couple. And this will help both of their businesses. The next one is The Perfect Fake Date by Naomi Simone. And this is #3 in the Billionaires of Boston. Now, this is from the Harlequin Desire line, which if you've never read it, you should definitely check it out. These are all very worldly, cosmopolitan, everyone's rich, and very sophisticated kind of story. So in this one, we have a billionaire. So this billionaire is the secret son, and he is going to claim his spot, but he wants some legitimacy. So it's more like a best friends to lovers kind of story, because his best friend is in love with his brother. And so he offers to help her get his brother if she'll just pretend to be his girlfriend while he tries to do this company takeover. The next one is First Comes Like by Alicia Rai, and this is #3 in the Modern Love series. Now, each of the books in her series has either someone who owns a dating app, creates a dating app, wants to get on a dating app, or in this case, has been catfished on a dating app. So we have a makeup artist who is super busy, doesn't really have time for dating, does kind of check out some guys in her DMs, and there's this really famous Bollywood actor who slides into her DMs, but it's not really him. She's been catfished. However, she calls him out publicly, and then all of a sudden, they're kind of like a public figure in the real world. The next one is The Dating Plan by Sarah Desai, and this is number 2 in the marriage game. Now, in this one, the main character has to get married because otherwise he will not get his family fortune. It's like one of those things that is stipulated in the will in order for him to inherit. Her, on the other hand, she's just really busy, and she comes from a traditional family where they would like to give her an arranged marriage. So she taps the shoulder of her brother's best friend and asks him to be her fake husband. And he's like, you know what? This will solve both of our problems. And so they do it. The last one is The Soulmate Equation by the writing duo Christina Lauren. And this one has like a unique twist on it. It's about kind of like a dating app, but it's more like a dating algorithm that is going to magically match you up with your soulmate. Now, this is about a single mom who has been ditched by everyone. She has no parents. She also has no daddy father. So she's like broke and like desperate for money. She ends up getting paired up with the guy who created this dating app, and because she's not really into it, he offers to pay her to pretend like everything is hunky-dory and they are the best of soulmates in order to help launch his dating algorithm. So that is the last story. All right, so I hope you found some good ideas inside of there. There were 7 stories inside, and there were tons more out there. So if this is a trope you like, there is no shortage. I see new books coming up all the time, but these are the ones that are on my TBR list, so I thought I would share them with you. All right, I hope everyone's having a fabulous day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.